Yeah, demon diva, quite the screamer. Cursing, tease ya, hurting, please ya. Spot her out in any of y'all arena. Break the meter, get way too excited, watch her boot up. If the lady could, she get lady wood until you know who we can suit up. I get a girl, it's a low, wrestling down at the rope. Y'all gotta run with the glow, wrestling with the commute. Yeah, that fire glows. Yeah, time for the show. Yeah, I go by the name of Wrestle Flow. Yeah.
Hi, my little demons and divas, and bienvenidos. Welcome back to my channel. ¿Qué es la que hay, mi gente? Estamos activados, estamos encendidos. It is I, Isa, aka the Demon Diva, and the Moody Dog. You're in a mood today. Tell them how mean you've been all day today. Now you're gonna play like you're a good boy. You were mean all day. Hi, babes. Happy Monday to everybody. Let me do a quick roll call. See, who do I have hanging out here with me in this lovely Monday? Que la que hay, mis amores. Finn Abs, Gemini, Mercury, Emmanuel. Wayne, Phil Nation, John Riley, Emerald. Let me see. Hook! Mwah, send Hook, people. Gary Winters, one of my favorite people in the whole wide world. Thank you for the shout out with the interview with Drop. That was a lot of fun to talk to her. Jose Jimenez Ruiz, hola. Justin Smith, Samantha, ¿qué es la que hay? José Díaz, saluditos, mi amor. Y José, mira, de Puerto Rico. ¡Ey! Listen, babes, it's Monday, and you know what that means? I have a nice white sangria ready to drink. That's what we are drinking today. Hi, Jamil Buddy! Kraishim? I think that's how you pronounce that. Listen, I'm sorry if I botched that. I'm sorry. You know I don't do it on purpose. I love all of you guys for tuning in, hanging out with me on an amazing Monday night. First of all, since we have Hook in the chat, we might as well just send Hook right off the bat because that's what we do here. That's what we do here.
The following contest is set for one fall with a 20-minute time.
En español, mi amor, te puse un videito en español. Yo hablo Spanglish aquí, a veces en español, a veces en inglés. Who knows what language I'm going to be speaking. Mia Yim did look beautiful at her wedding. Congratulations go out to Mia Yim and Keith Lee, who got married this weekend, and that wedding looked like a great time. So let's give Roman his treat. Let's go through the steps, okay? Here is Roman's treat. Today is a big one, so this should keep him entertained. Mike D, here he is, but he's about to go eat his little bacon thing. I don't know what they're called, but he's excited. Oh, okay. Pon a Damian Priest a bendecirnos. It is Monday, and I'm drinking, so party priest, please bless this stream.
Sorry, dude. I'm just here for the party. It's open bar, right?
Who is here for the party? We have a lot to talk about. Damian Priest looked damn fine in his suit. I picture that's how Damian Priest showed up at that wedding. Listen, all right, let's get into it. Should we start with some of the news, some of the Monday Night Raw happenings? Because there was a lot of things that WWE threw at us today in their Twitter page. Like, why do you have to announce things on Twitter? Why can't you fucking announce them on the show? Probably because nobody's going to watch the show tonight, because if you guys don't know, tonight's episode of Monday Night Raw will be airing from Sci-Fi, not USA. So if you're like me and you don't know what channel Sci-Fi is, you are not alone. Listen, Wendy Shu got married as well. I hope she stayed awake at least through her vows. Whatever she did after that is on her. First of all, this is for everybody in the chat, everybody hanging out with me. It's a brand new week, so we need to bless it with some good energy before we even do anything. Walter, please send us the good energy, send us el amor that we need.
Y que Dios, el que todo lo puede, me los bendiga a todos, hoy, mañana y siempre, y que reciban de mí siempre paz, mucha paz, pero sobre todo, ¿qué? Mucho, mucho, mucho amor.
Mucho amor. God, every time Walter says, I hope you guys feel it the same way that I feel it. Every time Walter says that amor, I feel it. I feel it. My dad is in the chat, you guys. Papi, bendición, te amo mucho. Mua, mua, mua. Saludo. Put some beers, emojis in the chat for my dad, who said que es la que hay. Saludos y bendiciones para todos. Que Dios los bendiga. And my dad says, I look beautiful. Of course. Gracias, papi. Te amo mucho, mucho, mucho. Mira, sangría. Sangría. Tengo que ir a comprar Cool Light. I ran out of Coors Light, so my dad hasn't come over to visit me because I don't have any Coors Light. You don't know what channel Sci-Fi is on? Well, someone didn't watch Sharknado. Tell her, Justin Lopez, you stop that shit right now. Sharknado is a classic. I did watch the one that Seth Rollins was on. Never forget that. Wait, was it Jericho and then Seth Rollins were on the, I don't know. I don't even know what number of Sharknado we're up to. Well, some of the most ridiculous movies I have ever seen. Like, why? Why did these movies even get made? Who came up with the money for this? I have questions. I have so many questions when it comes to Sharknado. We could have a whole show just asking questions about Sharknado. So thank you so much, Taylor Justin Lopez, for reminding me of the amazing classical cinematic experience that was watching Sharknado. All right, babe. So let's talk about tonight's episode of Monday Night Raw. First of all, like I said, it is going to be on the Sci-Fi channel, and WWE Twitter has announced that the first hour of Monday Night Raw will be commercial free. So make sure you have your snacks and your drinks like right next to you, because you're not going to have time to... We're going to talk about Tony Khan when we get to the news. Because you're not going to have time to get up and get your snacks because there's no commercials. A whole hour commercial free. Listen, good for them. Good for them. They really are trying here. I know they know that their viewership is going to go down due to them being on Sci-Fi. That's normal. Bobby says yesterday was my birthday. Happy belated birthday to you. All week. We celebrate all week birthdays around here. So it's still your fucking birthday. Happy birthday, Bobby. I hope you had an amazing day. And everybody put some cake emojis in the chat for Bobby, who's still celebrating his birthday. Justin, thank you for asking that question. So also on WWE Twitter, we found out that there will be an Elimination Chamber match for #1 contender for the Raw Women's Championship. Okay, and the ladies involved in this match are going to be Doudrop, Rhea Ripley, Nikki Ash, Bianca Belair, Liv Morgan, and to be announced. Who could that be? Who could that be? Let's not get too excited, but yeah, we want Asuka. Right? Bailey, maybe? I mean, as Justin Lopez says, Bianca's winning that. I mean, all the signs and the dirt sheets report that we should be getting Bianca Belair versus Becky Lynch at WrestleMania. So, you know, we have the Raw Women's Championship would also be defended at Elimination Chamber. Lita against Becky Lynch. How are we feeling about that match? I know that's a dream match for a lot of people. A lot of people are really, really looking forward to this match. So I'm excited for it. I just think that Becky's winning. You know, Samantha says it's going to be Lacey Evans. I want it to be Asuka. I really want to see. Oh, it could be Alexa Bliss, actually. We've seen a lot of Alexa Bliss coming back to Raw. Phil Nation is probably super excited if it's Alexa Bliss. We already know how Phil Nation feels about Alexa Bliss. Hello, Jared. How are you? Oh, now I have a feeling it's going to be Alexa and not Asuka. I mean, I'm not mad at that either. I just want Alexa to come back as regular goddess Alexa. I don't want to see this weird Fiend thing. Just Smith says, I'm beyond excited for Becky versus Lita. There's a lot of people that are excited for it. José Díaz dice, creo Asuka o Bailey. Se dice que Bailey está en los planes de WrestleMania o Alexa Bliss. José, yo creo que va a ser Alexa Bliss. Porque they have teased. Ellos han hablado de Alexa Bliss volver, pero no Bailey or Asuka. So, John, come on. She eliminated Sasha Banks at the Royal Rumble. She deserves this shot. I still can't believe that happened. And then, like, what the fuck happened on Friday? I know we don't talk about, like, the recap from Smackdown because it's already Monday. But why did they do that closing segment? I was so confused. So, Sonya Deville says that Ronda Rousey wants Becky at WrestleMania. So then Charlotte is like, fine, then I want Sasha. And then Ronda comes out and she's like, "I'll see you at WrestleMania, bitch." Like, what was that? What was that? We knew we were gonna get fucking Charlotte versus Ronda. Did you need to do all that? No. Hi, Krana Shaw. I hope you're doing well. Lacey gave birth in October too. This needs to chill. Listen, now here's the problem. The problem is that because we have Ronda back, Vince is like, if Ronda Rousey can come back in 4 months, so can you. They're long gone are the days of year-long maternity leaves. Lucky Becky Lynch because she got it, but yeah. That whole segment on Monday, I don't know. So I'm going to guess it's going to be Alexa Bliss, the last person named in the Elimination Chamber match. It would make sense. Alexa Bliss does have experience inside the Elimination Chamber, and if Asuka and Bayley are not ready yet, why not? Although you could really bring one of them back and build a secondary feud that doesn't have anything to do with the title for them at the Elimination Chamber. But, you know, I'm going to say Alexa Bliss is the person that comes back and fills that last spot in the Elimination Chamber match. So tonight on Monday Night Raw, I'm going to tell you what you guys can expect. We can expect a quiz bowl between Alpha Academy and RK Bro. My Vince McMahon voice. And I'm not even drunk. This is still my first cup. I promise. So I personally, I don't know about you guys, I have been loving everything that has been going on between RK Bro and Alpha Academy. The spelling bee was genius. The scooter race, I liked it. It's fun. I wonder if we're going to see Randy today, though. I was a little sad that we didn't get to see Randy. And it cost Matt Riddle the scooter race. So I'm hoping that Randy is back on Monday Night Raw tonight. Where is Raw tonight? Can you guys let me know where Raw is taking place? I have no fucking idea. I don't know where Raw is. But hopefully we get to see Randy Orton, but we will see the conclusion of this Academy journey that we have seen between RK Bro and Alpha Academy. Like I said, I've been loving it. I'm not gonna lie. I think they're killing it. I think this is really doing a lot for I think this has been doing a lot for Alpha Academy. Chad Gable has been so funny in these segments. He's really is shining like he never shined before. Maybe he didn't shine before because they didn't give him the opportunity. Or maybe he didn't shine before because, I don't know, they were calling him Shorty fucking G. But, oh, it's in Denver, Colorado. Thank you so much, Joseph, for letting me know. Chad Gable is hilarious. Cool Dream, you joined late. We already talked about it. There is a women's elimination chamber match for #1 contender. So that should be fun. I have a serious question for you, Isa. I love reading books. What's your favorite and what would you recommend for me? This got deep. The last really good book that I read, but I've read it like 3 times now, was the Brock Lesnar one. Oh, I also read the Moxley book. I thought that was a lot of fun. So yeah, I mean, my favorite series, and call me a nerd, I don't care, it's the Hunger Games book. I thought the books were a lot better than the movies. The movies are a little too PG for my taste, where the books go into a lot more details about like the Hunger Games and like the killings. So I like the books a lot better than I like the movies. So I always recommend that. I think it's a fun read. But yeah, the Moxley book was excellent. So if you're looking for like wrestling content wise, I thought the Moxley book was a lot of fun to read. I'm about to read it again. Brock Lesnar book is really freaking good, and people like don't talk about it enough. He wrote, oh my god, I did watch it, Wayne. That shit was crazy. Some people don't talk about that book enough, but you really get to know Brock Lesnar and a whole different side of him. And Brock Lesnar wrote his biography when he was pissed off at WWE. So the shit talking that goes on in this book is actually very, very good. Wayne, I watched the Tinder. Oh my god, that shit was crazy. And I feel bad. Roman agrees that it was crazy. But what's wrong with my eye? What do I have in my eye? Okay, sorry. Okay. I felt bad because I was like, hi, Lauren, how are you? I feel bad because I was like, I don't think a girl from New York will fall for that shit. You know, and I'm not trying to blame. I will never victim blame. These women got screwed over big time. But Tina, I love you, babe, and I can't wait to see you at Revolution. In case I didn't tell you, I saw your chat earlier. But like a lot of these girls fell for, I don't know. I mean, if you think about it, he plays like he's like the richest man alive, so I guess I can see why. But why are you still taking out all these loans and all these credit cards for this dude? This woman gave him her life savings that she had to fucking buy an apartment. I'm sorry, the dick was definitely not that good. I guarantee you there is no dick worth your life savings to buy your apartment. Yeah, I mean, maybe there is, but I guarantee you can find another one. Oh no! And then the girl, wait, like the girl that gave him her life savings, she didn't even fuck him. Okay, this wasn't even for dick. We're just friends. They were just friends. At least the other one was getting some out of this whole scam, but this one didn't even get any. I feel so bad. The smartest one was the last one, the one that was dating him up until the moment where he got arrested, because this bitch fucking sold his designer clothes and kept the cash. I'm sorry, but if you guys have not watched the Tinder Swindler on Netflix, there you have my thoughts. Wayne, thank you for bringing it up, because I actually took time this weekend because it was raining like crazy, so I couldn't make a lot of videos this weekend because the rain was so loud. I don't know if you guys know this, but Puerto Rico, they got Tony Khan. Puerto Rico is like flooded right now. It rained all weekend long, like hurricane rains. So I was like, I can't make videos with all that noise in the background. So I took the time to watch something, and that showed up in my in my recommended. So I started watching, and I'm like, these fucking idiots. And the best part is that the guy is free now. He's no longer in jail, and he's still living the life like he's rich. You can find him on Instagram. Now, if you do look him up on Instagram, go read the comments, because now that the movie is out, like the documentary is out, people are just slamming him in the comments. There's my thoughts on the twin. I have fun watching it, but I felt bad for the women. But at the same time, I was like, it's not that good. I guarantee you, it's not that good. But like, this was me. This was me watching it. Okay.
Come on.
These girls need better friends, because I would. You can ask my best friend, because I've been warning her. Even when she finds a decent guy, I still don't trust him, and I'll be like, "Whoa, we have you this and this and this and this." These girls need me as a friend. What were we talking about? Oh yeah, Monday Night Raw. Wayne, you triggered me with that comment, because that shit was so good. Okay, so we talked about Arcade Brawl Alpha Academy. Really have been enjoying this stupid, silly little segments that don't hurt anyone, and I really hope to see Randy Orton come back tonight. Shane said the last person is gonna be Ronda. Hey, I wouldn't put it past them, because they're putting Brock Lesnar, who has a main event match at WrestleMania, in the WWE title Elimination Chamber, but Brock Lesnar does have a reason to be in the chamber, because he got screwed out of his WWE title match. Ronda being put in the Elimination Chamber doesn't make a lot of sense. Ronda is in whatever branch she wants to be, because that hasn't been made clear. I'm assuming now she's going to be on SmackDown, because she called out Charlotte. I don't see why she would need to come back to Raw. We don't need to have any more interaction between Ronda and Becky. That segment on Monday night, I hated it. It did nothing for Ronda Rousey. Let's not have them interact anymore. So I'm more interested in who's going to challenge Isaiah Cassidy. Yeah, maybe Keith Lee or Will Ospreay. I love your speculations here. It's probably going to be Asuka, Alexa, or Lacey. I think it's going to be Alexa. I'm pretty sure it's going to be Alexa. Also tonight on Monday Night Raw, we are going to see Lita come back. Hello, Hector. Thank you so much. We're going to see Lita come back, probably cut a promo. She did call out Becky Lynch last week on Monday Night Raw, which is like, I personally didn't think that we needed to do the Becky and Ronda segment, because why did we do that? If the end game was Lita versus Becky, we didn't need to have an interaction between the two of them. So I didn't understand that. That being said, Lita's going to cut a promo. We'll probably be seeing Becky Lynch interrupt. Now, this I'm excited about. Kenny Omega is in the chat. Where have you been, Kenny? Kenny, I miss you. I never thought I would say those words, but I miss you, Kenny. Wherever you're at, I hope that you're doing good. Cheers to you, my friend. All right. So, this I'm excited about. First time match. wasted on an episode of Raw that nobody's going to watch because it's on Sci-Fi. We are going to have Matt Riddle. Oh, wait, just Riddle, my bad. Against Seth freaking Rollins. You know it's going to be a banger. You know it's going to be a banger. Like, that shit's going to be good. That shit's going to be good because we haven't seen it. I know that they have history, but they squashed their beef a long time ago. I mean, I don't even think Riddle is with his wife anymore. If you guys are in the chat, please, thumbs up. It really does help. Thank you for hanging out with me on a Monday. Thank you, Jerry, for letting me know. My numbers are all screwed up on StreamYard and my internet is acting up. Not surprised, given the fact that we're living like under freaking water right now, but I'm trying to keep the stream going. Thumbs up. Anyway, so what was I saying? Yeah, Matt Riddle versus Seth Rollins. How can you not be excited for that? Jay said shoot fight incoming. I have a feeling it's gonna end up in some weird shenanigans, like maybe either Kevin Owens or Shaq Gable or Randy Orton. Somebody's gonna get involved. We're not gonna get a clean finish. There's no way we get a clean finish in this match, if it even happens, because we know WWE are very good at baiting, clickbaiting us into a match that we don't end up seeing. So I'm not going to get too excited, but I'm going to get excited, okay? And that is all that WWE.com is telling us that is going to happen tonight on Monday Night Raw. We still don't know what's going on with some of the other people. We still don't know anything about anyone. Let's see what happens with Kevin Owens. We haven't seen Damian Priest. We haven't seen a lot of people. So I'm hoping we have 3 hours on Sci-Fi tonight. First hour commercial free. So I'm assuming they're going to load that first hour heavy. That's what I'm assuming. But that's it, you guys. That's what we have for tonight's episode of Monday Night Raw. I'm excited for Riddle and Rollins. I think that match is going to be awesome. Prish Isa, I am holding my breath on Riddle versus Seth actually happening. Yeah, like I just find it so weird that they would do it on an episode of Raw that is on Sci-Fi. I don't know. La lucha de Riddle y Seth Rollins va a ser entretenida e interesante. Sí, José, pero veremos a ver cómo termina. Tenemos que ver dos cosas. Si es que pasa y cómo termina. You are absolutely right. You know what? I'm going to pour another drink because I forgot to bring it up. Thank you so much, Jerry Winters. You guys, before I go to the news, we hit 16,000 followers. I mean, you guys are incredible. 16,000 suscriptores here in YouTube. I am so happy about it. I appreciate all of you guys for subscribing to my channel, watching my content, and I mean, I just have fun. I have fun. I come in here, I talk wrestling, I'm a little bit sarcastic, I like to talk shit, and you guys hang out with me and my sarcasm, and I just love you guys so much. Cheers to 60,000, cheers to another 1,000, cheers to pre-gamings, cheers to everything. Thank you guys so much. Salud. I'm so happy. So happy. Thank you. So let's talk about the wrestling headlines and rumors because there is a lot going on. So after all that, you're telling me that I can run into the gym and get back in time before. I don't know. I have a feeling they're going to put it in the first hour. I don't know what, that's your main event, in my opinion. I have no idea. I have no idea when they will put that, but I think if you're advertising a first hour commercial free, that's what they're going to load up on, right? Right? All right, let's talk about the news and the rumors for this weekend. I mean, you already know. Tony Khan says the prohibited door is about to be open and it's not going to be Shane McMahon, you guys. It's not going to be Shane McMahon. Stop saying it's going to be Shane McMahon. Stop saying that. Stop it. Get some help. But imagine if it was Shane McMahon. That shit would be wild. That shit would be like insane. Like now, I personally, Jose, yo creo que va a ser Bianca Belair who wins the Elimination Chamber. I think that if Shane McMahon was to show up in AEW, then it definitely means that he's done like with his family because I don't know that he could be forgiven for that. Okay, so Tony Khan tweeted, if everyone is welcome, the door is not so forbidden. I am with you on that. I don't like this whole. I feel like the term forbidden door is already being overutilized and used the wrong way. Because if Keith Lee shows up on Wednesday, that's not tearing down the forbidden door. He's a free agent. He's free to go anywhere he wants. The forbidden door will be somebody that's still wrestling somewhere else. I'll give you an example of the forbidden door. Mickie James showing up at the Royal Rumble with the Impact title around her waist. That is the forbidden door. Kenny Omega showing up on Impact Television. Now that was the forbidden door. Jeff Hardy, Keith Lee, any of them showing up in AEW television, that's not the forbidden door. Okay, I'm sorry. I didn't mean it. I triggered my dog. But you guys get me, right? Oh, now that will be the forbidden door. Mustafa Ali showing up in AEW will be the forbidden door. Will it move the needle? That is the question. Film Nation, thank you for stopping by. Hugs and kisses. XOXO. Mwah. Love you. Thank you for hanging out with us. So let's take a dance break real quick while I pull up the news. I don't know where Bunny is, but we're going to do our favorite dance break. If I can find it on my clips. Here we are. Listen, while we do that dance break, let's talk about Daniel Bryanson getting inducted into the Ring of Honor Hall of Fame. That's a big deal. I mean, Daniel Bryan is a big name in Ring of Honor. That's where he got started. He did make some moves and wrestle a lot of super famous wrestlers in Ring of Honor. I'm not very familiar with his history in Ring of Honor, but I think it's awesome. I think Bryan should be inducted in every fucking wrestling Hall of Fame that exists. He is that good. I don't know Ring of Honor Bryan. I know WWE Bryan, and I know AEW Bryan. I love AEW Bryan, not gonna lie. But I think Bryan being inducted into the Hall of Fame is awesome. Okay, a little bit ago, I was on Lucha Libre Online, and I reported. I hope you guys are ready for this. Dutch Mantel. said, "Oh, Harry, I'm so happy to see you back in the chat." Okay, so Dutch Mantel said on his show in Sport Kira that AEW's women's division is better than WWE women's division. I will repeat what I just said. He said that AEW's women's division is better than WWE women's division. I'm going to give you a second to take that in. Now listen. AEW has done an excellent job with people such as Britt Baker and Jade Cargill, who are their champions right now. But there is no way in hell that women's division is better than WWE's. Exactly. What division is he watching? And I think Dutch Mantel is a very knowledgeable guy, but I can't. Like what? B Meister says it is. It is not. How much did he get paid to say that? I need to tweet out the meme of the Joker making the joke in the fucking, like in the comedy club and nobody's laughing. Like, I'm sorry, no. I think they did a good job with Britt Baker. I think they did a good job with Jade Cargill, but they have a lot of work to do with their women's division. And if we're going to talk talent-wise, I think there's a lot of talent in AEW's women's division, but I don't think it matches what WWE has. As a matter of fact, I find the Impact women's division to be booked better than the AEW women's division. So I said what I said. I think that Mickie James, Deonna Purrazzo, the inspiration, I think they've done such a good job, rebuilding that women's division in Impact. And look at the women main eventing Impact pay-per-views. When Tony Khan is putting his women in fucking 9:30 spot, the shit spot. That's where he puts them at. Exactly. Exactly. They don't even know. That's why they just have her coming out there cutting promos. She cut a promo last week, which I thought was excellent, but I'm waiting for somebody to interrupt, and nobody interrupts, and I'm like, they have nobody for her. They have nobody for her. Impact is killing it. Yeah, you're absolutely right. I think the Impact women's division is incredible. Thunder Rosa versus Britt. I think they could main event a pay-per-view if done the right way. But I don't. There is no way that that women's division is better. And Thunder Rosa seems to be involved in a feud with Mercedes. Now, we still have a few weeks before Revolution, so we could get to Britt versus Thunder Rosa. But I don't think that Thunder Rosa should lose. And I don't know that Britt should lose the title yet because you don't have your undercard is not built up yet. So, listen, I had to report. Thunder Rosa is number 5 in the rankings. Thank you, Joseph. You know what? We haven't done our visit to the AEW rankings in some time. Let's do it right now. Let's see what we have going on for AEW women's division. I got us, guys. I got this. All right. So I am looking at the AEW rankings. These are the rankings. We don't have any rankings since January 26th. Please, AEW, update your website. I guess that's last week, right? No, it's been 2 weeks. Come on, bro. Update your fucking shit. All right. So these are the rankings as of January 26, 2022. Let's go to the women's rankings first, just because that's what we're talking about. I'll share my screen with you guys. Hold on. Let me share my screen with you guys. God, why can't I? I'm not even drunk. The fuck? Okay, there we go. I forgot what I was doing. All right. So the rankings as of Wednesday, January 26, 2022, you are looking at them right here. AEW rankings. Obviously, we have the 2 champions right now. Dr. Britt Baker, she's 1-0. We have Jade Cargill, 3-0. Overall, 25-0. I hate this overall for Britt Baker, but we got to use it, right? If we're using it for Jade, we got to use it for Britt. We have number 1 is actually Red Velvet again. Number 2, she has 3-0. Actually, she's tied with Layla Hirsch. Serena Deeb, I've been loving what she's been doing. We have Thunder Rosa and we have Anna Jade. All of these 4 women are undefeated. I don't see Red Velvet getting another title shot. Do you guys? I'm sorry. I keep saying Britt Baker, DMD. I'm sorry, Dan. I'm sorry. They need to save Thunder Rosa for Double or Nothing. That's probably why she's a little bit lower in the rankings. Stellar Justin Lopez, just so we give her some time to build up. I can see Layla or Red Velvet getting the shot. I think Serena Deeb is doing the Lord's work right now, and I wouldn't have her job out to Britt Baker quite yet. Let's look at the rest of this rankings. So the tag team rankings, we have obviously your tag team champions are Jurassic Express. We have Private Party. We have the Gun Club. The Gun Club. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to laugh. We have the Acclaim, FTR, and the Kings of the Black Throne. It's so sad that Brody King and Malachi Black, I'm here, and Santana and Ortiz are nowhere to be found on these rankings. But hey, listen, I'm just a wrestling YouTuber. Now, the men's ranking, we have. Why is Cody Rhodes here? Why are both of these listed as champion? Oh, yeah, because they don't update their website. Hangman Adam Page, Cody Rhodes, and Sammy. Like, why is Cody Rhodes in the fucking champions? Is he behind this? Is he fucking behind this? Cody Rhodes be like, please do not update the rankings. I don't want my name to be dropped. Whatever. All right, so Cody Rhodes. We have Adam Cole, 3-0. Dante Martin, Lance Archer is number 3, but he is getting the title shot. We have Andrade, 2-0, and we have Powerhouse Hobbs over here with 3-1. So that's your rankings as of January 26th. These are not very updated. I think we've had a lot of matches after this was updated. AEW is always struggling with their website. He is fucking Cody Rhodes. Damn right. Cody Rhodes should always be in the champions side of the rankings, even if he's not holding a title. So yeah, obviously, hi Tiffany, how are you? Obviously, we're gonna see somebody cross the forbidden door this week, and I don't know who is it gonna be. I know that Meltzer reported that this deal with Keith Lee is pretty much a done deal. I was hoping that, Keith Lee's going to go on a honeymoon first, but if he wants to debut on Wednesday, I mean, he just got married. If he wants to debut on Wednesday, I wouldn't have anything against that. I don't know who else it could be. Jeff Hardy, I would love to see Jeff Hardy show up, but if Jeff Hardy shows up, I really would love to see him team up with Matt Hardy and kind of like revitalize what Matt Hardy is doing right now with AEW, because I just haven't been very happy with anything that Matt Hardy has been doing recently. And I feel bad because I think that he meant to debut with a broken character, and obviously during the pandemic season that wasn't gonna fly. I didn't mind it. Like I remember that stupid video where Chris Jericho was like yelling, "Saludo, Rory." Chris Jericho was like yelling at the fucking drone, and he released the dogs. Like I laughed so hard at that shit, bro. I laugh at stupid shit. I'm sorry, that's just what I do. So I think that it would be cool to see Jeff Hardy join with Matt Hardy, and we can just kind of like revitalize Matt Hardy while we do that, because I do think that Matt Hardy just deserves a little bit better. I am a Matt Hardy fan, so I love the Hardys, and I know that like the majority of people are Jeff Hardy fans, but I'm a Matt Hardy fan, and I just don't know that what he's doing is working. So I would love to see him team up with Jeff Hardy if Jeff Hardy is the person showing up at AEW. I mean, Hook is mentioning Windham, aka Bray Wyatt. I would love to see Bray Wyatt show up in AEW. I don't know that he will be booked the right way, just because Bray Wyatt, he's so talented, he's so creative, but a lot of the things that he does are very WWE-ish, right? Like I feel like AEW, I don't know, because they've done a halfway decent job with Malachi, but after Malachi, like I don't know, when I saw Malachi tag teaming, I was like, this ain't it, And now with the new guy, Brody King, that makes more sense. But when he was tag teaming with Andrade, it's like, why is this dark character now friends with Andrade? Like, it was weird. So, yeah, people have slept on Matt his whole career. Matt was the backbone of the Hardys. Yeah, Matt Hardy is absolutely incredible. Rory says it's unfortunate what AEW is doing with Matt and his character. And he's like literally a creative genius. And maybe Matt Hardy is here to help new talent, which I'm perfectly okay with. But you can do that differently. Like, I don't know, maybe it's working with Christian. I like what you're doing with Christian and Jurassic Express, but they're trying to do the same thing with Hardy and Private Party, and it's not clicking the same way as it is clicking for me with Christian and Jurassic Express. And honestly, I'm not like, don't have much room to compare here, but I just think Christian is clicking a little bit better with Jurassic Express. I'm not a fan of it either, but I just think it comes up a little bit more genuine and more enjoyable than Matt Hardy with Private Party. Brother Nero's coming, then Wyatt. Okay, Eddie is injured, but he should be back in a week or two. Yeah, he just did an interview with Wrestle Talk. I had a lot of fun watching that. If you guys haven't seen it, you should go check it out. That was like a lot of fun to just listen to him talk. I think Denise Salcedo and there was a couple other people in that interview. He was awesome. Speaking of, did you guys watch my uploads? I uploaded my conversation with Doudrop. I uploaded my conversation with Apollo Cruz, so you guys can check that out on my channel. Subscribe, leave me a thumbs up. Okay, what else is in the news? What else have we talked about this weekend? Okay, we talked about Tony Khan's Forbidden Door. We talked about Eddie versus Jericho at Revolution, most likely. Who wants to see that, though? Who wants to see that? Okay, this is a great question. Who are your top 5 wrestlers in AEW? MJF? Why is my nose so red? I took my allergy pill. I don't know why my nose is so red. Probably because I keep emailing Snickers. Yes, Wayne! The Facebook group. All right, let me know in the chat who your top 5 male. We're going to start with male. Oh, he said male. Okay. Male wrestlers in AEW. My 5 favorites are MJF. Did I mention I love MJF? Yes, I love MJF. Okay. So I like MJF. Brian. Love Brian. I'm going to have to say I do like Hangman Page. I don't know that his reign has been as overwhelming as I expected it to be. But I do like Hangman Page. Hook, you are number one in my heart, but MJF would always be number one on my actual list. I am a big fan of MJF. There's just something about MJF, man. All right, so where was I? Okay, so I said MJF, Brian. I mean, I do like Kenny Omega, but we haven't seen him in so long that he's kind of like dropped off my list. Like he's on my injured list. Maybe when he comes back, he'll be in the top. I do like Hook, but the problem is that Hook said he's gonna fight MJF. Now, Matt Jackson, you guys, come on. I can put him towards my top 5. I'm trying to think, but I can't think. I think it's gonna have to be Hook. I'm trying to think like what matches really make me stop and watch when I'm watching AEW. Oh, I'm sorry, Moxley. Actually, Moxley will be number 3. So MJF, Brian, Moxley. Omega got COVID? Really? I hope he gets better soon. Lee would join AEW. Eddie Kingston, CM Punk, MJF, Brian, and Darby. MJF, Brian, Hook, Kenny. This was not in order, right? I am not a fan of Orange Cassidy. Shut the fuck up, Stellar Justin Lopez. I know what you're trying to do. I am not going to name Adam Cassidy. Why you guys got me saying people's names wrong and everything? Okay, so did we figure it out? I said MJF, Brian, Moxley. Who else did I say? I forgot. I don't know. Oh yeah, Hangman. Who else did I say? Did I say anybody else? I don't know. I have issues with AEW, man. I like AEW. I like Wardlow a lot too, but if I had to pick a side, I had to. Oh yeah, Hook. Send Hook. Everybody, dance break. Adam Cassidy, you guys. Why do I always botch the names when it comes to AEW? Like, we could create an entire fucking video of me, just like a compilation of me botching people's names in AEW. And I don't do it on purpose, I promise. Listen, yeah. I can't talk badly about AEW even if I'm being sarcastic, because then people come for me and I'm just trying. Listen, I talk shit equally about everybody. Okay, this is a safe zone. I talk shit about WWE, I talk shit about AEW, but people seem to only come for me when I talk shit about AEW or when I don't pop for the divas. I'm sorry. Don't hate me. Wait, where is it? I'm sorry, I had to play it. Where is it? Me when people come for me, okay? I don't understand what the deal is. A lot of times people take what I tweet seriously, and that thank you, Tiffany, I love you. That makes me laugh. If you take what I tweet seriously, there's something wrong with you, bro, because like Twitter is a playground to me. Like I actually feel like 90% of the people just say shit on Twitter just to get a reaction. Why don't you like Rey Mysterio? Gabriel, bienvenido, new sub here. I appreciate you subbing. I think Rey Mysterio, he's just not my style, and sometimes I feel like his matches just look so unrealistic. Like when you watch him like fight Brock or like fight like The Undertaker, it was just like this. There's no chance this guy could get one in a shoot fight with these guys. Now, when it comes to his talent and his legacy, I will never take that away from Rey Mysterio. And that's the thing that you guys need to understand. Sometimes I get in here and I'm like a little bit exaggerated, but it doesn't mean that I don't know what I'm talking about. I will never take away what Rey Mysterio has done for the business, for luchadores, for the Hispanic community. Like Rey Mysterio is a fucking legend. Is he on my top 10 favorites? No, but I am not a fan of smaller guys. If you look at the list of my favorite wrestlers of all time, I mean, it starts with Brock Lesnar and Roman Reigns. So I feel like there is a favorite for everyone. And I think Rey Mysterio has a huge audience. I'm just not part of that audience. But do I have fun sometimes watching him wrestle? Yes. I also think that the 619 is such a stupid move because people just have to sit there forever. And that to me just seems unbelievable. And that's just me nitpicking because I just think that he's a legend. And as a Latina woman, I think that what he's done for us and Lucha Libre and the Latino community is humongous. And you can't take that away from him. But is he on my favorites? No. I like big, meaty men slapping meat. I go to wrestling events for big, meaty men slapping meat. Okay. And every once in a while, I enjoy a smaller wrestler, but you'll see me pop more for bigger, more realistic guys. Somebody asked me my top 5 favorites in WWE currently. Brock, Roman, Seth. Males, if we're talking males. I mean, I like Damian Priest, but lately it's just been weird. I like Shinsuke, Kevin Owens. Those are some of my favorites in WWE right now. I think Randy, I love Randy Orton. I just don't like him in a tag team. But if he is injured or hurt and it's easier for him to wrestle in a tag team, then let him do his thing in a tag team. But I just enjoy Randy Orton as a solo performer more than I enjoy him in a tag team. But that's just me, you know. Do you think Rey Mysterio will go to AEW one day? No. I think Rey Mysterio could have gone to AEW and he chose to come to WWE. And he said that he wants to wrestle Lawrence, salud. And he said he wants to wrestle Dominic before he finally hangs his mask up. So I would assume that his deal to staying with WWE is for Dominic to have a good future. So if that's the case, I would assume that he will retire once he wrestles Dominic, which I think it would be so significant for his son to retire him. Like that would get me in the feels. And I love when wrestling feels real. Like Dominic retiring Rey would be so special that if he goes somewhere else after that, it would just kind of like fucking ruin it. Right? Like, don't you guys agree? If Dominic gets to retire Rey Mysterio, he should never go elsewhere. Tiffany, this might come to you as a surprise because a lot of times people, when you talk about favorites of all time, people name legends from the past. But forever, my answer will always be... I'm sorry, bro. Shit, I fucked that up. Roman Reigns will forever be my favorite of all time. Roman Reigns got me to get back into wrestling. And now I get to cover wrestling for a living, which is like the dream, right? When I was sick, I'm about to share a whole lot of information. But when I went through cancer back in 2015, my nephew talked me into getting the network because I was sick and I was spending a lot of time in bed. And I just remember just watching Roman Reigns, being mesmerized, and he helped me get through it. And when he went through his own leukemia, it just hit like a whole different level of understanding because it's a fear that people that have gone through it understand. And I even got to tell Roman Reigns in person how much he helped me through cancer. Because if you guys remember, when Roman Reigns came back from cancer, he thanked the fans. And I was like, listen, we should be thanking you because you helped so many of us through things that you have no idea. You know, like sometimes they don't have any idea what wrestling like help us through. So I think because of that real life factor and things that he helped me through, and I mean, I named my dog Roman for Christ's sake. Like, you know, a lot of times people ask me, who's your favorite of all time? And I say Roman and they go, really? And I'm like, do you not understand? Like, how do you not know that that's my favorite of all time when my little baby is named Roman? So Roman Reigns is my favorite of all time. I think Roman Reigns is probably the only thing going for new era wrestlers that is going to be like larger than life stars. I don't think that they have done a lot of the newer wrestlers. They have not done them justice when it comes to building them up. And I do think that Roman is up there in names that will be mentioned and remembered forever. So Goldberg is not my number one. Fucking hate him. The next time you interview, you need to get yeah, they need to send Romans to Media Day, right? That would be epic. I have met Roman. I've seen a lot of people like talk about like, oh my god, when you meet Roman. I met Roman like 5 times. So I have plenty of pictures with Roman Reigns. Roman knows that my dog name is Roman, fun fact. So I would love to get the opportunity to interview him. Yes, 100%. Tina says mine used to be Mick Foley, but Eddie Kingston has taken that space because he's helped you with anxiety and depression. The emotional connection, the real life connection is everything. I feel the same way when it comes to Becky Lynch. Becky Lynch is my favorite female wrestler, and it's because when he came up with the character of the man, it was the first time ever in female wrestling that I felt like I could relate to someone. You come from nothing and you work your way up, nobody handed you anything. I love that about Becky Lynch. So I do think that when you have a real life emotional connection, that changes everything with how you see everyone. Thank you, Wayne. That was a hard time in my life. Ryan, welcome. That was a hard time in my life, and wrestling helped me through it. And it's funny because now when I talk to my nephew, Ricky Starks, kidding, but when I talk to my nephew laughs that I do this now full time. Where he's like, "Remember when you didn't even want to watch?" And it's true. For a long time, I didn't even want to watch wrestling because, hi Andrew, how are you? I didn't like the John Cena era. No shade, but I didn't like the John Cena era. Okay, you know what? Let's change the vibe. Since we're talking about how amazing Roman Reigns is to me, I think it's time I play one of my favorite. I will tell you one thing. I always love Roman Reigns, but this Roman Reigns is everything that I knew he could be. But I liked him before God mode Roman Reigns. Okay, I don't know what the fuck they're doing with beer. Hopefully, do you guys think he shows up tonight? I don't know, man. I don't know, but we'll see what happens with beer. I know I didn't like the Cena era, but when I look at John Cena, and for example, my nephew idolized the shit out of John Cena. My nephew has grown up to be quite a good dude. So it's like he was a great role model. I think John Cena was an excellent role model. I seen it live. Like my nephew loved him, and now my nephew is an awesome guy. So if he grew up idolizing John Cena and that's what he grew up to be, good for him, man. It's just like John Cena was very for the kids in an era when I'm just a grown up and I didn't want to watch that. I can see why people struggle watching Raw today because sometimes it feels like it's for kids. Mike D with a $2 super chat. Thank you so much. I love watching Virgil and Goldust. Goldust is a legend. Speaking of, I'm gonna send Walter Mercado to Goldust. He tweeted about, I think he has to put his dog down, and I think that's probably one of the most heartbreaking things that anybody will have to go through. So we want to leave some prayer emojis in the chat for Dustin Rhodes. He tweeted about his dog, and that has to be heartbreaking. I never want to go through that, and that's probably the downside of owning a pet. They never live as long as we want them to live. So for Goldust, this goes out to you. But
Y que reciban de mí siempre paz, mucha paz, pero sobre todo mucho, 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 mucho amor.
sending tons of love to him and his family. I think losing a pet is like losing a family member. So Jamil, my friend Jamil is asking, de los nuevos héroes in SmackDown, ¿quiénes te gustan más? So we're talking like newer generation, wrestlers that came up. In Raw, I'm going to have to say probably Priest. And I know you probably love that answer since you run his fan page. I think Priest was doing such a good job. I'm just very confused with what they're doing with him right now. And on SmackDown, I don't know, man, because Roman is on SmackDown and nobody can live up to Roman Reigns right now. When it comes to the women, I think like newer generation, Bianca Belair, Liv Morgan, are probably some of my favorites right now. We're talking about like 2017 and forward. So yeah. All right, babes. I think we talked about, did you see Veer destroy Brock Lesnar last week? No. I think why am I blurry? I'm not drunk. I only have one cup. I think we talked about everything that we needed to talk about today. So I am going to let you guys go. I love each and every one of you, 70 of you in the chat right now hanging out with me, pre-gaming for Raw. We preview Raw, we talk about the news, we talked about our favorites, we talked about the Tinder Swindler. Go watch it. That shit is crazy. Thank you guys for hanging out with me. I will be back tomorrow with a little bit of NXT pre-gaming, okay? Maybe I'll react to Raw if it's good. We'll see. But until next time, wait, I forgot. Let me find my video. Until next time, adios. Mwah.
Welcome to the demon level, body slam you through the rubble. Hosted by your demon diva, Queen of Sass, Style Lisa, champions and main